Right, this is Nick from Retyre'd Velo, and this is the Zwift Racing Tour Fever. It's on Monday, so it's the first one around about lunchtime, and tonight is a TT, which is a time trial. I'm not a great fan of time trials, and not my best discipline, especially with these. Now I've moved up a category. My racing score on this one is between 390 and 570. You'll notice that there's a gate you got to go off. You go off with gaps between. I think it's 15 seconds in between your Minutemen in between. So I'm off. Got a rough plan on what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit around my FTP. On these races, there is no drafting because you're on your own, but you're on a more aerodynamic bike, so the game sort of picks that up. But they are an all-out sort of effort, and you can go far too quickly, too hard, and you can blow up quite easily. So I'm aiming to get about 250 watts, sticking about 2.8 to 3 watts per kilo average, which if you look up in the left-hand corner, that's where that is. You've got your main sort of map on the right-hand side, and you've got the central display. If you can see them underneath there, it says lead in. That light blue patch is the lead in, and then the rest of the grey is the full lap, so you can see how far around you're going. So at the moment I am holding just above 3 watts per kilo, and I was thinking I would go out quite hard the first 3 minutes higher and then settle into it. So at this moment in time, my heart rate was quite high, 140, so it's getting up there for me. And I was starting to question whether I should have gone on tonight and gone for it, but I just kept my mind keep thinking, keep holding the power, keep holding the power. I speeded the footage up because although they're quite hard to do, they're not very interesting to watch. So I'm just holding, trying to keep get my heart rate down a little bit, so I'm going to sort of drop off. You can see the power at the bottom of the screen, which is the graph. So I'm in the yellow power, which is where I want to be, with little bits of red up on the climbs, and I'll just keep going, see how we get on. I wasn't expecting great things, if I'm honest. I was just wanting to get round. I managed to get my race score off, but that's mainly because I'm pretty good at drafting and sitting in and stuff like that. And as you can see from this, there is no drafting and there's no sitting in, so you've just got to go for it. I've had quite a big week. On Sunday the day before I did this, I've done a big ride out to Yarm, 50 mile, and I had a bit of I ran out of fuel halfway around, so I had to have a sit down and an emergency can of Coke. So I pushed myself quite hard and the weather was quite warm. So we are now about halfway around. So looking at the scores on the doors at halfway around, don't actually think that I'm in 4th place. There's 39 going, and although I'm 4th, I think I set off around about 4th, or maybe even 3rd, and that's it. The guy from 2 back is just passing me now. You can see he's holding like well above 3, and I'm struggling to hold 3. So I'm just having a rethink of my tactics. You can see that I'm 2.85 average watts per kilo, which is decent considering you can't draft. So I'm pushing on, and it gets in your head a little bit, thinking, oh, they've passed us, but the reality is that if you're good at a time trial, it's quite a discipline, so you can pass people. I don't think I could have gone out any harder because I would have blown up. I was already starting to think I'd gone way too hard at this point. So yeah, it's just sitting in. It's a new course, this as well. I think it's the Loop de Loop, which is in France. It's meant to sort of like be an ode to the Tour de France for this month. Obviously the Tour de France is on. So I've got 1.8 3 miles left to go. Still at 2.8 watts per kilo. Heart rate is 144, so that's good for me. Decent, and I'm up and down into the red thing, and I'm trying to now. I'm thinking, right, give it a last kick, see where we get to, and I'm pushing on to see if I can get where I can finish. You don't actually know where you finish until they publish the results, because obviously when I finish, there's loads of people behind me who could still beat me, because you're going against the clock. You go against the clock in a time trial. I think that's obvious, but might as well mention it. So I think we're literally 0.3 of a mile. I remember thinking that I was absolutely gun deal, like, so I'd probably gone too hard at some point, because you're on about negative splits, which is to start lower and finish higher. I think I've done a reverse negative split. So I'll come across the line now, and it should pop up my, you get prizes. So I've finished there, 2.8. This is the actual finish, so I was 29th. It's a decent effort for me. Average speed, 324 calories. Decent effort, so I'm happy with it. Even though it's just a training session, still happy with that. So as always, like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and I will catch you in the next one. Enjoy your ride.